Hi, I'm Gemma Whelan. I'm a series addict. I had an audition and it went well. I auditioned for a different thing and another show, and it was the same casting director, and so he remembered me and brought me in to meet for Yara, and somehow I got lucky. No, I'd never heard of the TV series, I'd never read the books, but as soon as I got the audition I watched all of series 1 back to back, and I read some of the book that was relevant to my character because there wasn't enough time to read the whole book before I started. So yeah, so I sort of did some desperate research. I love it, really loved it, yeah. I think it's a great reflection of real women, you know? They are strong-willed and powerful and interesting and front-footed, and like that's what women are like, you know. So it's nice to be portrayed properly. They're like there's all types of women, and this is just one particular very fun role to play. Yeah, I love it. It's not too dissimilar from me either, you know. I'm very front-footed, and I think I know what I want, and I don't know, it's a very strong bond that got the essence of which I suppose got lost when he was away for so long, but that it's always there. It's a fierce familial bond, and I think she cares deeply about him, but she also has a great sense of what's right and wrong in terms of the journey she's had in all the time that he's been away. So I think she's strongly principled, but she also has great family values. It's that conflict that she's always trying to work out. She loves him, yeah. Well, do you know what? The writing does a lot of the work for you. It's such good writing, and it's so clear who she is and what the relationships she has are. The half of the work is done for you because the writing's so good, and then you have to then make some choices on top of that. But then that's where I spoke to people, I did research, and then at the end of the day I think you've got to trust the choices that you make and hope that you're making the right ones. I don't know, I find it such a pleasure. I don't find it a challenge in terms of a bad thing. Like, of course it's challenging to play a role always as an actor because you want to do a really good job, but I don't know. I suppose the most challenging thing would be that I worry that I'm doing a good job, you know. I want to do a good job. Yeah, I had horse riding training for series 2, and I had fight training, yeah, for series 4. It's fun. It's funny because I knew that was going to happen because I was with some of the actors after they filmed it. You know, we talked about it. I knew that was going to happen, but even though I knew that would happen, when I watched it, I was so shocked. Like, you know, yeah, it was tragic. It was really tragic. Yeah. You know what, I really liked the series 1 episode. I don't know what episode it is. I mean, they're all brilliant, but the one where Tyrion is in the prison with no front, you know, in the cliffs. You know, I don't know what episode that is, but that stands out as a really... I mean, they all stand out for different reasons. Oh, Arya. Why not? That's a good answer. I think you need patience, tenacity, great organisation and leadership, and to remain calm when everything is fucked. maybe Jack and Hagar. Maybe this kind of character. I think series 3. I really love him. It's a great character. But obviously, like, otherwise, who would I play? Maybe Brienne or something. Another tough woman. God, it's too hard to choose. I don't know. Every time I go, it's enormous fun. I suppose sometimes when we go to really beautiful places, that's, you know, a bonus. But I couldn't choose because it's always really fun. Yeah, and certainly, particularly Alfie, and because we work together all the time, so yeah, and I'm close with Finn and Gethin and Christian. Yeah, lots of them. Yeah, it seems to be quite a strong bond we form. No, I don't think that's at all. I think often we read very visually, don't we? So like when I read Harry Potter and when I read The Hobbit, I read very visually. I can see it in my mind. So when they are made sort of oddly true to my imagination, it's kind of wonderful. I think it's an embellishment rather than a laziness, certainly. Even though it's fantasy, which a lot of people be like, oh, I don't really like fantasy, like the stories and how they're told, and this family and politics and social status, and like it collects so many values that we're all interested in, all of us as society. It's a real cross section. And on top of that, there's dragons, and I think the writing is exceptional, and they managed to juggle so many different storylines all at once. I think it's just so impressive and so appealing. So far so good. It's great. Yeah, it's great. It's kind of unbelievable, really, that it would be, that I would get so lucky. I mean, it's there if I want to see it. I think people tweet quite a lot, and I don't know, everyone has an opinion, but it seems to be largely positive. Really, no, occasionally, a lot of people give me this kind of look, like they think that maybe, a lot of people say to me, I know you, and I can't say probably from the TV, so I don't know, that happens quite a lot. They don't know why they know my face, but they know my face. I think one of them asked me to marry them, he wrote to me. It's a bit weird, he never met me. I said yes. I don't know if I get very weird ones, I get sort of some fan art that's sometimes a little strange. Yeah, but I don't know. It's different because you don't have so much freedom in terms of, as you act, you've made the choices and you're doing it the way you think it should be done, you're directed, but with voiceover they want a very particular thing. I find it interesting but less instinctive in terms of how the program will be, and then after I saw it almost, I was like, now I understand, it was great that it should be like that. And it's the second series as well, so doing that next year will be fun. I'm watching at the moment The West Wing and Twin Peaks, those two at the moment. I like all sorts, yeah. Yes, I do still dance. Not as much as I used to. Yeah, I love to dance. Yeah, but more for fun now.